Are you able to see my screen, right? The font size and
Yes,
everything, it looks good, or I need to,
Yeah, I'm seeing your
um,
screen.
yeah. Are you able to see the font size? Do I need
yes,
to
Yes.
increase?
yes, yeah.
Okay,
Now it's okay.
it's okay. Very nice. Yeah. So yesterday we discussed about that file and directory handling tools and the command changing modes. Okay. So today we'll discuss about the today we'll discuss about user administration, right?
Yes,
Yeah. So what is a user? So which user you logged into mission? Through which user
root,
you are logged into the
root
mission?
user, root.
Root user. So right. So how many users are there in the file system hierarchy? So how many users? So what is the slash root and slash home where the normal user will create?
Home.
So now yeah, home in home normal user will create it, right? So for example, pain. Yeah. So this is most important. Okay. So because of so this will if you know the user administration, if you know the user administration, it will be very easy to understand the AWS IAM. What is that? Guys,
AWS
what?
IA.
Uh, so guys, listen carefully. This is related to AWS IAM. AWS IAM service. What is IAM? IAM is nothing but identity and access management. Means how we can access the AWS. How we can access the AWS. The same like as how we can access the Linux server. How we can access the Linux server. So how many users we have? How many users?
Normal user and the root.
User. Very nice. How many users? Normal user and root user.
Root user.
Admin user and admin user and normal user. Understood, right? So normal user and admin user. So normal user will create under which directory in the file system hierarchy?
Home directory.
Yeah. Slash home, slash home, Hari, slash home, Srihita, slash home, diamond, slash home, Pujita, slash home, Mahesh, slash home, Likita, right? So for example, these all are the normal user. So normal users home directory will create under so normal users home directory will create under the slash home. Okay. So this normal users will execute which commands? Normal users will execute which commands, guys?
Mm,
Normal users which will execute which commands?
bin.
Bin commands only. So a normal user can execute only bin
Bin
command. But the root user, who is the admin user?
root slash root.
Slash root is the directory. Okay. The
Yes.
slash root, this is the slash root is the root user home directory. These all are the home directories for the normal users. What is this? So home directory is for the normal
Normal users.
users. Is understood? Is that
Yes.
the home directory is for the normal users? This is the root user home directory. What this is? This is root user home directory. Root user home directory. A root user can execute. A root user can execute.
Bin and SBin commands.
Yes, very good. A root user can execute.
Oh, bin and SBin commands.
Has been commands. Okay. So bin and has been commands. So normal user and admin users. Okay. So users should be two types of system related users and normal users. Who are those? System related users. So who are the system related users? Root to. So for example, if any service installed, right, SSH or something like, what are those users?
SSH system related.
System related users and
Normal.
normal user. So there are two types of users. One is the system related users and the normal users. So normal users. So normal users will start from. So how many users we can create in the Linux? So we can create 60,000 users. How many users?
60,000.
So we can create the 60,000 users in the Linux OS. So how many users can connect at a time? How many users can connect at a time? So 60,000 users can connect at a time. Okay. So it will connect because of it's a Linux is a multi-user operating system. Multi-user operating system. The system related users. So system related users are created. So this 60, right? This 68, the 60 is nothing but a UID and GID. What is that? UID and
GID.
what is UID? User unique identification number. Okay. User ID and group ID. User ID and group
Group I.
ID. Okay. So the user ID and the group ID. What is this? This is for user ID and group ID. So user ID and group ID. So that starts user ID, the system related UIDs and system related GIDs. And so normal user GID and group user GID. Okay. So system related users will be created up to 0 to 999. From 1000 onwards, a normal user's GID will start. So 1000 to 60,000 from normal ID, normal user. So for example, Hari. Hari UID is, what is the UID of the Hari? 1000. So what is the UID of the Srihita? 1001. Okay. So what is the UID of the Diamond? 1002. What is the UID of Pujita? 1003. What is the UID of Mahesh? 1004. What is the UID of Likita? 1005. Okay. So these all are the UIDs and the JID. JID is nothing but a group. UID is nothing but a user ID. Group ID is nothing but a. So groups are two types, primary group and a secondary group. What are those? Groups will be two types of primary group and a secondary group. Primary and secondary groups. Groups are two types. One is primary group and secondary group. Right. So primary group and a secondary group. So for example, what is a group? Guys, what is a group? A group is nothing but a set of people. A group is nothing but a set
Set
of
of
people.
people.
Set of people. So, for example, what is group? The group is DevOps. So, in the DevOps team, how many people are there in the DevOps team? For example, 3 or 4 people are working in the DevOps team. Okay, so 3 or 4 people are the working in the DevOps team. So, so what is those people? For example, Hari, Srihita, Diamond. So these three are working under the DevOps. If you give any permissions to group, if you give any permissions to group, all the people will get the same permissions. Will get the same permissions. If you give any permissions to that group, all the people, whatever the peoples are there in this group, right? All the people will get the same permissions. Will get the same permissions. Guys, understood? So why do I need to give each and every user to the permission? I will create a one group and I will give it to the permissions to that group, and it will be applicable on who are related to who are into that group. So that people also will get the same permission. That people also will get the same permissions. Understood? Guys, understood?
Yes,
Guys,
yes. Mhm. So what kind of permission is that? Is it like an access?
yeah, access permissions. So I will tell you, you will get it. Okay.
Mhm.
Read write
So
permissions or something
this
like
one,
read write execute permissions, right? I will tell you, you will understand. So now you
okay,
understood, right, guys?
yeah, understood. This 1,000 to 1,005 for each of
Yeah,
the
1000 to
one.
60,000 for normal users. You see, Hari,
So
you, so
it, it's like a unique ID, right?
yes, unique ID. I will tell you, you will
Okay,
get it.
okay.
So user administration. So what is that, guys? All users UID and UID or GID, UID, user ID or a group ID starts from 1000 by default. Okay, 1000. All users UID, GID starts from 1000 by default for normal users. So how many UIDs we have? UID and GIDs. So how many we have? How many GIDs and UIDs? 60,000. 60,000 UIDs and GIDs. Yeah, guys. So UID GID is 60,000. So what is that? 0 to triple nine. 0 to triple nine are system itself uses. What is that? What is the UID GID of the root? 0. What is the UID of the GID of the root is 0. Restart session. Root to greater than. So what is it, guys? ID root. What is the UID of the root? Guys, what is the UID of the root? What is the UID of the root?
Zero.
Yeah, 0. GID of the root is 0 and groups equal to 0. So ID Hari. Hari is there. Yeah. So Hari is a normal user. So Hari's GID UID starts from 1000
Thousand.
by default. So UID GID starts from 1000 by default.
Default.
Guys, understood?
Yes.
What is the UID, GID? I will tell you. I will tell you. You will get a more clarity. Okay. So cat slash etc pass WD. Cat slash etc pass WD. You see, guys. So root UID GID is 0, win, daemon, ADM, LP, sync, shutdown, halt, mail, operator, games, FTP user, nobody, system D, 999, dbus, Polk ID, and Libstrom migrant, TSS. So you see, all these are below 1000 only. System itself users UID, GID. So from 0 to 999, 1000 onwards. What is that? So the normal users UID, GID will start from 1000 by default.
1000.
1000 by default. Understood, guys? The
Yes.
0 to 999 system itself uses without root all the system related users are SBIN no login. What is SBIN no login, guys? What is SBIN no login? I will tell you what is SBIN no login. Okay, you see, Hari having the bin bash and root having the bin bash. So apart from this root, all the system users are SBIN no login. Guys, you have a doubt. What is SBIN no login? What is bin bash? I will tell you. You will get the clarity. Okay, so apart from root, without root, apart from root, all system related users are has been no login. Has been no
No
login.
login.
Shell means there is no interaction. There is no interaction on the server or a VM or a mission. Okay, so I will tell you. No worries. 1000 to 60,000 for all general uses all general users uses. Guys, understood?
Yes.
So yep, note. What is a note? For a user account, for a user account, what is the user account? Hari is the user account. For a Hari user account, for a user account, primary group is mandatory. Every user. Okay, so primary group is mandatory. What is that? So primary group is mandatory. So for a user account, primary group is mandatory. What is this primary account, primary group? What is that? Secondary. So primary, secondary. Okay. So GID. So GIDs have group IDs have a primary group ID and secondary group ID. For example, so DevOps is primary, and so this secondary group, for example, AWS Cloud or Cloud Engineer. What is this? So, for example, Hari primary group is Hari user primary group is. Guess what is the primary group? Hari is belongs to DevOps, but so Hari will assign it to the Cloud Engineer also. Hari will assign it to the Cloud Engineers also. So only one primary group and multiple secondary groups we can add it. For example, Linux engineer. So what is the Linux engineer? Okay. So cloud engineer and Linux engineer. So only one primary group, every user having only one primary group and multiple
Multiple
secondary group.
secondary groups.
Multiple secondary groups. So okay. Yeah. So for a user account, the primary group is mandatory. For a account having a primary group is mandatory. If you are not assigned to any group. You are not assigned to any group. User himself behaves as a group. User himself behaves as a group. So if you are not assigning to any group, user himself, what is the user ID? UID 1000 and the group ID is 1000. Means that Hari itself, the Hari is not related to any group. That's the reason. Hari itself behaves as a group, primary group. I will tell you, you will understand. I will tell you, you will understand what is primary, what is secondary. Okay. So for a user account, primary group is mandatory. If you are not assigned to any group, user himself behaves as a group. Yes, understood?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Yeah. So now you understood the user and the group. So how you can create the e-group? How you can create a group? Group add. What is the command, guys?
Group
Group
add.
add is the command create the group. So where the groups are available, the groups information will be available under the cat/etc group. Okay. So this is the group information. If you are not assigning to any group, Hari himself behaves create as a group. Okay. Group add. To create a system group, to create a system group for a user, it may be primary group or secondary group. So if you create the group, right, you can assign it to a primary group or a secondary group, whatever it will be. Whatever. So to create a system group for a user, it may be a primary group or a secondary group. The group information available, the group information available in /etc group file. I already showed you, right? So what is that? The group information will be available under the which file /cat/etc group. Cat/etc group file. Okay. Yeah. So how to create a group? What is the syntax? Group add, group add group name. What is the syntax, guys? The syntax of the group add and group name. Group add options and group name also. Group name also. So what is group, guys? Hyphen G. What is that? Hyphen G is nothing but a group ID. Hyphen G is nothing but a group ID. Something like if you want to set the your something like your own group ID, something like I want a group ID 222 or something like a fancy number as a group ID. You can give -G to set the to set a particular group ID. To set a particular group ID. Okay. Example. What is the example? Group at Linux engineer. Okay. Group at -G 2222 or 3333 fancy number DevOps engineer. So right, so this will take by default, and if you want to give a particular group ID to the people, you can give -G. You can give -G. You guys understood? This is nothing but
Yes.
a group add. Group add. What is that? Linux engineer. Okay. Cat /etc Linux cat etc group cat/etc group pipe grep -I Linux engineer. I am searching the entire I'm searching the entire group file, but I want to display only the what are the Linux engineers are there, right? The string, so it will display. So what is that? So Linux engineer is created and the UID, GID of the Linux engineer is group is 1001, right? By default, it will start from 1000. So what is the 1000? 1000 will give it to the Hari because of so if you are not assigning to any primary group to the user, user itself behaves as a primary group. That's the reason so Hari group created and the Hari group and the Hari group ID will be allocated as a thousand. 1000. Nice. Right. I want to give a particular GID.
Group at
Okay.
minus G.
DevOps. Okay.
Alpha
So pipe grep icon file DevOps.
box.
You see? So here, so if
Particular.
you are not giving anything, if you are not giving anything, any GUID, so by default it will take that default, something like 1000, 1000, 1001, 1000, 2003. So if you want to give a particular GID to a particular group, you can specify -G option. Hyphen G
G.
option. Guys, understood? Yeah,
Yes.
this is nothing but a group. Yeah. So what are the fields in the group? So this is the group name, right? This is UID of the group, JID of the group, and I will tell you. What are the fields in the so what are the fields in the /etc group file? What are the fields, guys? Yes, understood? So what are the fields? Group name, X GID, secondary group members, secondary group members. Okay. So this is the group ID, this is X, this is the GID, and the secondary, if any secondary group members, you can add the secondary group members also. So, okay. So this is nothing but a fields in the group. Next. Next. What is next, guys? User add. What is that? User add. So how you can add the user? Now you understood how to add the group. Okay, now user add. How to add the user? Okay, to create a new user account. How you can create a new user account? Okay, what is the syntax? So syntax is user add options. What are those options under username? User icon name. Yes, understood? Options. What are the options, guys? Options are -u, UID, -g, primary group ID, primary group, capital G, secondary group, okay, hyphen D is nothing but a home directory, and hyphen C is nothing but a comment. Hyphen S is nothing but shell. Okay. Right. S is nothing but the shell. Misunderstood? Yeah. What are the options? So you can provide a specific UID. You can provide the specific group name and secondary group and home directory or a comment or a shell. So what is a shell? So you say right, cat slash etc was wd. So is that so bin bash is the shell for the normal user, root user. So these all are having has been cells, has been shell, has been no login, has been no login, has been no login. Again, so this is hurry user having the bin bash. What is bin bash? What is has been no login? So in the shell, you can get it that. So okay, whenever you create a user, the user details are going to store under under which file, guys? Is which file? So we are seeing right now. So whenever a user creates, the user details are going to store under which file? The username, UID, GID, the shell prompt. We just know, sir, right? In which directory? In which path the user information will be available in each file? Guys, slash etc passwd. What is the file name, guys? The file
Slash
name is file name. Okay. So what is database file? Is a database file. And the passwords. Passwords are going to store under the slash etc shadow database file. Okay. The groups are going to store under guys groups are going to store under the details are going to store under the which file, guys? The groups file slash etc
slash
group
group
database file.
file
Yeah. So the user information will be stored under the which file?
slash etc password
Yes, slash etc passwd, not password, passwd.
slash wd.
Okay. So the user information will be stored under the slash etc passwd. The password information will be stored under the slash etc shadow. Shadow. The password information will be stored under the shadow. Okay. Cat slash etc group. The
Groups.
group information will be stored under the slash etc group file. Is understood? These all are the three files that are stored under the passwords, usernames, and the groups. Is understood?
Yes.
Very easy.
Yes.
Understand? Yeah. Thank you. What is shell, guys? We already discussed what is shell. What is shell?
It is the outer layer of the Linux architecture.
Hmm. How we can interact with the system? How we can interact with the system? What this is? The black screen is? What is the black screen? Guys,
Use shell prompt
yeah. So this is the shell prompt. So which shell we used? We used
with
the bash shell.
dash
Bash shell. How you can interact with this OS, guys? How we can interact with the system?
through
Through
shell prompt.
through shell only. Shell is used to interact with the system, right? Interact with the system to know how many shells are available. How many shells are available? What is the command? Cat slash etc shells. What is
Shells.
that? So cat slash etc shell. Cat slash etc
etc shells.
shells. What are those? Bin bash, bin sh, bin bash, user bin bash, user bin sh, user bin bash. Okay. These all are the shells. Okay. So what is bin bash? What is a bin bash? Bin bash is the default shell for
For Linux.
Linux or a Unix also. So bin bash is the default shell for Linux. So what is that next one? So has been no login. What is this has been no login? What is this? Has been
No
no
log.
login. Has been no login. Has been no login. Has been no login. Has been no login. What is this has been no login? So has been no login is a special shell. Is a special shell which gives no interaction. Gives no interaction with the system. Which gives no interaction with the system. Generally, all the service, all the service user accounts are signed with no login shells. Okay, is a special shell. Has been no login is a special shell which gives no interaction with the system. What is guys? So it is the default shell for the Linux, and if you have bin bash, so then only we can log into the system and work. So log into the system and work. So has-been no login is a special shell which gives no interaction with the system. Generally, all the service user accounts are assigned with the no login shells. Only the service user accounts are FTP, NFS, all these system related users. All the system related users are has been no login only. Has been no login only. Guys, understood?
Yes.
Yeah. So what we can do, what are the has been no login users? Cat slash etc passwd pipe grep hyphen I has been, yeah. What are the shells are there? Has been login shells. Yep, guys, understood? Has been no login. These all are has been no login. Are you able to log into these users with the Linux system? If you have the no has been no login, there is no interaction with the server or a system or a VM or a mission or a OS. So has been no login is a special shell which gives no interaction with the system. Generally, all the service user accounts are assigned with the no login shells. All the service user accounts are assigned with no login shells. Guys, understood? If we have the bin bash, then only we can able to interact. Means able to access bin bash. Okay. So what are the root able to access the root and able to access the array user also. Yes, understood?
Yes.
Yes, right? Yeah. Completed. Yeah. So we'll show you how to create a user, right? I will show you tomorrow how to create a user. Okay, with all the options and how to assign the password. Okay, and the fields and for fields in the pass WD shard we'll discuss tomorrow, and user mod, user del. Then we'll discuss about the chase command also. Mostly we'll complete it tomorrow. Okay, guys.
Oh,
Yep, thanks. Guys, did you watch the recordings? Did you practice the recordings?
yes.
Commands? Pujita,
Yes. Yes.
Srihita, Pujita, Diamond.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
So Pujita,
try.
you are on
Harry,
mute.
okay, go ahead. Harry, what about the virtual machine that we discussed yesterday?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can discuss with Srihita, Diamond. That installation
Okay.
of a VM, you can discuss with Srihita. Srihita already had done that virtual machine installation. Pujita or whoever not done, you guys can check with Srihita. Srihita already installed the OS. Right, Srihita?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think at my end, I think it's not about the installation. I
Are you
think
using a Windows machine or a Mac machine, Diamond?
I'm using Windows, but I already had it, but I deleted it the way I see you deleted. I tried to install it again. I was asked to shut it down before installing the
Yeah,
SVC
yeah,
plus
yeah,
plus.
yeah.
So
You
when I
can
did
ping
that,
to, yeah, yeah, you can ping to Srihita. Srihita will guide you the how to install the OS. Right, Srihita?
Sister, can you be able to do that after the
Yes.
class
Yes.
or you have time?
Okay, guys. Thank you.